Collective 47. And today, our theme of exploration: life, a multi-purpose projection of the source to explore itself through soul incarnates in dimensions lower than the fifth dimension. It's considered multi-purpose because you as a soul can explore various themes through a life. Sometimes it can be to explore certain parts of the matrix in a certain country. Sometimes it can be to lead a whole nation in a certain direction, or against something, or for something. Sometimes it can be to cause chaos. Sometimes it can be to build organizations, communities for others to take part in. But mostly the purpose is to explore certain themes in a matrix, in a certain timeline. Remember, the matrix in Japan from the year 1250 is very different from the matrix in New York City in 1991, and is very different from the matrix in France in the year 2049. Life comes with the soul's choice of restrictions to help you focus on a certain set of themes being played out in a matrix of your choice. These restrictions are decided by the matrix you choose to incarnate in. Sometimes it can be restriction of a religion, of not to eat something, not to go somewhere, not to wear something, etc., etc. Sometimes the restriction can be you cannot fly if you're not a bird. Sometimes the restriction can be you cannot run faster than a certain speed. This restriction can also be the fact that you cannot teleport from New York to Japan within a few seconds. You cannot jump higher than 50 feet, etc., etc. Remember, the soul does not have any restriction, since its core frequency is to be free. Thus forth, it gets boring up there without any restriction, and hence it chooses a certain set of restriction through a life to have an experience. Life is a soul's way of schooling itself through experience and expansion. Without the gift of life, a soul cannot do the ultimate work it's meant to be involved in. Since the sole purpose of a soul is to expand through the experience of life. It's a light being's way to challenge itself to measure its true power by restrictions of the third dimension, such as space and time. For as a soul, you are truly a light being, which can be anywhere, anytime, and experience anything it wishes. But only through such restrictions can it experience certain themes that are not available in higher dimensions where the soul exists. A life is where a soul can choose to explore themes unavailable in the fifth dimension. It's very similar to the fact that you, in the third dimension as a human being, cannot shoot someone in real life unless you're playing a game. You can shoot anyone you wish to if the game allows you to within a game. But outside a game, you cannot shoot someone without facing grave consequences. It's a fun way for the soul to limit itself into lower dimensions for the expansion of consciousness through sheer exploration. Life differs from being to being, etched around a planet, and is limited in time as per the core frequency of the system it is part of. which means the nature of life on a certain planet depends on the planet it's residing in, or rather, the planetary collective it's part of. And the span of life is decided by the planet and the system the planet is part of. So in our case, it's decided by the planet Earth along with the solar system. If you go to a different solar system, the nature and span of life can very easily change, decided by the planet and the system it's part of. In Earth, most life forms will be limited to around 10 to 1,000 years, more or less. Certain beings, such as plants, can live even more than 1,000 years. Human beings, on the other hand, has limited themselves to 120 years by collective choice, which means it's very much possible as a human being, lifespan of a soul will not exceed 120 years. Life in other planets can be shorter or longer, depending on the collective choice of oversoul frequencies that holds the planets and other celestial bodies, along with the inhabiting beings within it. In some systems, there are planets where life form can span up to 300 years. In some, it can span up to 600 years. These are all decided on an oversoul collective level. Mind you, the length of a year can also vary from system to system and planet to planet. Same as a tool, such as a knife. Its purpose depends on what you choose to use it for. It doesn't necessarily have any inherent meaning of its own, but rather the one you choose to give it. Same as a game. Your experience in life is solely dependent on how you choose to play it. It doesn't necessarily have any more meaning than what you assign it through yourself, through your actions, and through your decisions. You have the freedom of choice on how you explore it, but not much on who you explore as, due to the soul's choice, pre-birth, which means before you are born, if your soul chooses to explore the life as Sam, you will be Sam exploring life and not Tanya, David, Rachel, or anyone else, or as anything else. If you from a soul level choose the blueprint of Sam, born on such and such a date, you will be exploring life through that blueprint only. You will always be Sam exploring and cannot be someone else. However, you can explore life being Sam as a carpenter, artist, traveler, saint, doctor, or politician, or anything else. You do have that freedom of choice. Such blueprints, however, are limited to each matrix that your soul chooses to explore at any given point. Say, for example, if your soul chooses to explore the matrix of planet Earth during the year 540 AD, you cannot explore life as an astronaut, since that very blueprint is not available in that part of the matrix for the soul to choose from. If you incarnate on planet Earth during the year 1200, you cannot explore life as a dinosaur, since that blueprint is not available in that timeline. In a given timeline, such as the current Gaia's timeline, there can be a few thousand to a million blueprints available in different parts of the matrices. Given the fact that the population on Gaia as of now is 8 billion for the life form species of human beings, thus there could be a set of 1,000 lives in a timeline experiencing similar sets of fun and challenges across the globe in various matrices at any given point. The matrix in Japan has different features compared to the matrices in Iran, compared to the matrices in Denmark. However, certain aspects of the matrix does stay same, such as the concept of family, marriage, schooling, politics, government, etc., etc. They tend to stay same, more or less, through a certain span of the timeline. In the projection of life from a soul perspective, you will face some hard and some soft challenges. The hard challenges you cannot avoid. The soft challenges, however, you can avoid by exercising your freedom of choice, which comes as a fundamental basic feature of life as a human being. And that concludes our today's exploration. If you think you need clarity on anything, you can comment here or reach out in our Instagram channel, where we explore even a broader range of themes from various dimensions across the universe. Our gratitude for your participation in the essential journey of humanity. Check description to know about the channel and us. Feel free to search for any specific topic in our channel that might interest or concern you. And remember to keep exploring. Until next time, 47 logging out.